Now let me take you back to last night's West Midlands Ambulance Volunteers Awards. You're about to meet Ian and Mandy Owen, a brother and sister from Bucknell near Clun. But they're not just any brother and sister. They've got an extra special bond. That's because Mandy is only here because Ian saved her life. And only then because of a series of strokes of amazing luck. Mandy takes up the story.
I only know what I've been told myself is I was on the phone to my cousin at Lentwardine and I said to her that I felt faint, and that was it. I really can't. It wiped my memory from a fortnight before the incident as well. So I shall have to hand you over to my brother because I really don't know any more than that. Sorry.
So what did happen, Ian?
She was on the phone to a cousin of ours. I was at home, and on the phone she told our cousin that she felt faint, and the next thing she'd gone silent. So another person in the house called for the ambulance, and the cousin that was on the phone rang me, and we'd only had our defibrillator in place the day before. We'd had training 6 months earlier, and the defibrillator arrived the day before, and I'd been given it to hold. We were going live with the ambulance service on about the Wednesday, we were told, and I just grabbed everything, and the rest was a little bit of a blur for the next few minutes, and I just found her slumped in the chair, and we got her onto the floor and went into automatic pilot then after all the training that we'd had through the ambulance service, and 2 shocks and quite a lot of CPR later. She was coming round, and then the CFR arrived and the ambulance arrived, so they took over then. But yeah, it was a bit of a blur at the time.
It's the most extraordinary set of coincidences, isn't it? That the defibrillator was only in the training the day before, that you had it, and it ended up being your sister that you treated. Yeah,
well, we'd had a training session in our village to train some more people up. There had been a few of us trained 6 months, well, in the September before, and this happened on the 10th of April. And we'd had another training session, and they'd brought our defibrillator to us so as we could get into action if ever we were needed. What we didn't really, well, what nobody could have written the script for was that we were going to use it the next day. But there was a lot of ifs, a lot of luck. If the scheme hadn't have been up and running, if I hadn't have been given it the day before told, even if she hadn't have been on the phone to the cousin who rang me, because we weren't officially live with the ambulance service at the time, so we wouldn't have actually got the call through the ambulance service. So,
how do you feel about him, Mandy?
I'm so proud of him. I was proud of him before at any rate, but more so now. I mean, he's 1 in a million, isn't he? So yeah, great. I'll always be grateful to him for saving me as well, with the rest of the team that worked with him as well. I mean, everybody had a part in making me better and everything. I'm grateful to everybody, so yeah.
Because it's not overstating it to say he saved your life, is it?
No, he did. He did save my life, because if he hadn't been there with the defib, I probably wouldn't be talking to you here today.
And how are you now?
Not too bad at all. Yes, not too bad at all.
How does it make you feel then, Ian, winning this award and also being able to share such a proud moment with your sister?
Well, very, very surprised of the award tonight. Yes, I'm very pleased that it happened, and I'm very pleased that there were people who got the scheme up and running, and we're increasing the area that we're covering on that. It wasn't just down to me, but there was a lot. But yes, I'm pleased it was me, and I managed to put the training that we'd had into action, and it proves that it works.
That's Ian Owen and his sister Mandy talking to Tim Beach at last night's West Midlands Ambulance Volunteers Awards in Bewdley. Ian shares the top award with his colleague Gaye Edwards from Lentwardine. Congratulations to all. And if you're interested in finding out more about being a community response volunteer, Cliff Medlicott's your man on 01743 273 677. 01743